All right. This week we're going over the top 5 Shapeshifter highlights. If you enjoyed it or you want to see more of our reasoning, full video in the link in the description below. And as always, hope you enjoyed the video.
My honorable mention is going to be from the Harry Potter world. Harry Potter has a bunch of motherfuckers that can just change into whatever they want. But I'm going to pick the one that is the most fucked up one, and I'm going to tell you why. His name is Wormtail. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. What's your honorable mention, bud?
So, my honorable mention, this is going to be from an anime which stylishly is probably one of my favorites just because I actually like the studio's aesthetics a lot. This is Michiru Kagemori from BNA.
But I'm going to say my number 5 because I'm more brilliant than the picks that I just saw. Although those are good picks. They're just not as good as this one. My pick from Demon Slayer, Muzan, especially that female-looking one, right? Because he can turn into a kid. He can turn into a female, a hot female, by the way. Would I risk getting murdered to take her out on a date? Of course I would. And then what's your number 5, buddy?
My number 5 was just an average kid until he picked up this watch. And his name is Benjamin Tennyson. Or, as you all know him, Ben 10.
All right, I'm going to tell everyone my pick. Because I am selfish. It is from... The character is from... Oh, by the way, Ranger Swamp, I got this painting from my artist, who I pay good money to, but she delivers late a lot of times. I got this painting of Ram, who is my all-time favorite character. Obviously, there will be others that come up shortly in the future, but I just adore her as far as where she comes from, what her guilt is, her powers from ReZero. And this character that I'm mentioning, she does have a brother, but I don't care about the brother. I care about her because she's the attractive one. Her name is Frederica. What's your number 4, bud?
My number 4 is one who I'm sure many have not heard in a long time, and thanks to the legal issues no longer being there, we can finally possibly hear more about this character. Mystique from X-Men, the character free from whatever was going on with the movies.
I'm gonna go ahead and say my number 3. This is more of an old school pick. It's a little bit different, but again, this individual does shapeshift, and I just realized now that maybe I should have put the Doctor instead of the Mister. The person that I'm going to show is Mr. Hyde, but from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Anyways, go ahead. What's your number 3, Ranger Swamp?
My number 3 is a bit of a bizarre choice. His name is Mikitaka Hazekure from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm going to go first with my number 2. I was thinking about how I said that Mystique is probably number 1 all-time shapeshifter, and then Beast Boy is number 2. The next character I think is number like 2B, or maybe it can be mixed in with Beast Boy. This is from a Batman villain. His name is Clayface. What's your number 2, bud?
My number 2. He's a man cloaked in red, full of mystery, and possibly a vampire. We're still looking into that. His name is Vincent Valentine, a party member from Final Fantasy VII and main protagonist of Dirge of Cerberus.
But, Ranger Swamp, what was our number 1 pick overall?
Our number 1 pick overall is Fushi from To Your Eternity.
Yep.
And do you want to go over your reasons, or should I go over my reasons first?
Go over your reasons, and I'll just add to it, because this is one of the more recent ones that I've watched. I know you're in the middle of watching it as well, but I really like. I actually had my artist draw me Fushi crying, so it does mean something to me. I wrote my list about 2 weeks ago. And I had him number 1, and then Ranger Swamp texted me his list, and I showed him point blank proof. I didn't even change it. I said, look at this, and right next to Fushi was my number one. I already decided who my number one is. So go ahead, Ranger Swan. Give your reasons.
So, and to your eternity, I don't want to give spoilers. I think it's a lot better if you see it for yourself. There's a lot of tragedy that happens, but there's also a lot of just emotions involved with the different forms Fushi gets. I'd say the reason why he was my number one is just because his transformations, his shapeshifting, had reasoning behind it. There's actual emotion behind him when he takes those individual forms. And when Fushi first starts out, there's a specific form he gets, and it just evolves from there. It's just constantly grabbing different forms and constantly just grabbing these different identities in a way. And that's it for the list. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you want to see the full discussion, link in the description below. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.